If I could just step into a time machine and go back and tell my younger self something that is information that managers just typically don't share, it's that when you apply for that first promotion, you need to know that the saying, it's lonely at the top, isn't just a saying. It tends to hold very true. Hi, I'm Terry Hollenbach. I'm the host of the Monday Morning Manager series, where we discuss tips and tricks that hopefully will get your work week started off right. And the particular topic that we're going to be talking about today is applying for that first promotion and what can happen after you get into that position that you've applied for. So, in my experience, I was always applying for jobs that were outside of town. I was having to move into a new community and I was having to get settled in that community. I was having to get settled in that office. I was having to learn the different personalities and the different people that made up the location. I was spending 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day there. And the manager is not the person who's typically going to be invited out for drinks after work. They're not the ones who's going to be invited over to watch the game on a weekend. And the reason why is because your employees want to relax. They don't want to be sitting around worried that they're going to say the wrong thing, that they're going to say something in front of their boss. And when you get into that particular position, not only are you not getting invited out by employees, but there's typically no other manager in the office. You don't have any established relationships in that area, so you don't know who you can lean on for advice. And you don't want to be calling your boss all the time because you don't want to come across as that person who doesn't know how to handle your business. Now, I'm not saying that it's only hard for people who move into new areas. I've had the opportunity to promote individuals in their own locations. And I'm thinking about one particular situation where I got the opportunity to promote a lady who had already worked in this office, was very well respected and very well thought of by her coworkers until she got the promotion. And as soon as she got the promotion, three other employees decided to band together and just treat her horribly. I don't know how the math worked out, and if you figured this out, please drop me a comment and explain it to me. But all three of these ladies had decided that they were the ones who deserved the job. And even though there was only one position available, each one of them knew that if it wasn't for this lady, that they 100% would have gotten the position. They decided to go all mean girl on her and spent basically the entire first year that this lady occupied this job making her life a living hell. So, I'm not saying that it's hard just if you're new to town. It can be hard if you are just getting a new position in your same old location. But just be ready. I'm not saying that you're a failure if you have any struggles with this. And that's the thing you have to be aware of. It takes time to develop the relationships. It takes time to understand that you've got different interactions with people than you had previously. You can't go out and grab a drink with one of your coworkers and talk bad about somebody else when you supervise everybody. Don't do that. That's an immediate path to failure. When you're new to a situation, don't just assume that if you pick up the phone and you call another manager, that they're going to keep your secrets, that they're not going to share that information. You need to take some time to learn the people around you and learn who you can trust over time. When you get that feeling that it is lonely at the top, you're doing nothing wrong. Just realize it takes time and give yourself some patience and some grace. Well, that's all for today's episode. I hope that I've provided you some information that will be helpful along the way. Please take the time to like and subscribe the video below. And if you'd like to get some more hints, some more tips that will make your job easier, please check out my book, Somehow I Manage, now available on Amazon. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you'll tune in next week for episode 17, where we're going to talk some more about promotions. Thank you.